Hello and welcome to Home Assistant Tips by Larry. Before we get started, we are going to assume you already have a working instance of Home Assistant and you already have ESPHome installed and working and you know how to flash a microcontroller with ESPHome.
In order to install the mega sensor in my wall, I had to cut a hole in my drywall. As you can see here, the hole has been cut and I have run 3 cables. The 3 cables are a power cable for the mega sensor, a cable for the PIR sensor, and a cable for the bed occupancy sensor. And here you can see the 4 sensors that I put on the back of the Leviton blank-off plate. They are the BH1750 light sensor, the BME 280 temperature and humidity sensor, the VL53 LOX time of flight sensor, and the TTP223 capacitive touch sensor. When you install the BME 280 temperature and humidity sensor on the back of the plate here, make sure you glue the sensor all the way around so that there is no air gaps in between the plate and the sensor body. This will help prevent the temperature and humidity readings from being affected by the air inside the wall. And here is the finished install. As you can see, the blank-off plate has several holes, one in the middle for the VL53 LOX time of flight sensor, one at the top for the BH1750 light sensor, one at the bottom for the BME 280 temperature and humidity sensor. The TTP223 capacitive touch sensor does not need a hole, as it will work through different materials and doesn't actually need to be touched to work. I use the TTP223 capacitive touch sensor here so that when I touch the plate at nighttime, it will turn on my bed light at about 1 or 2% so that I can see what I'm doing on my bed table beside me. And I have installed the millimeter wave sensor higher up in the wall, approximately here, so that when it sees something in the room, that it can keep lights from being turned off. When I sit on the bed, you can see it will go from bed is unoccupied in the upper right corner to sitting on bed. This is because of the VL53 LOX time of flight sensor sees me, as well as the bed occupancy sensor, so it can detect it. Now when I get off the bed, it will go back to bed is unoccupied. Here, the bed occupancy sensor will see me laying down, but the time of flight sensor won't see me, so it can detect that I am laying down in the bed instead of sitting on it, and it will trigger my Larry sleeping sensor, so that turns off all the lights and starts my bedtime routines. And now when I get back out of the bed, it will go from laying down back to bed is unoccupied again. Here you can see the PIR sensor underneath my nightstand. This is to detect my feet when it hits the carpet so that it can turn the light underneath my bed on. I have a light strip underneath the bed that turns on when I want to go to the bathroom at nighttime. I use a PIR sensor here instead of a millimeter wave sensor because I don't want it to detect movement. I just want it to detect body heat and motion. And here we see all of the entities for the mega sensor. The only 2 sensors we really haven't covered yet is the BME 280 temperature and humidity sensor and the BH1750 light sensor. Those are kind of obvious about what you use those for, so I'm not going to go into them here. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below or on my Discord channel. All the parts shown here are listed in the video's description. We hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.
The code to get the sensors working in ESPHome will be linked in the video description. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to this channel so we can continue to make these videos, and as always, if you have any questions, please ask them in the comments section. See you next time.